Hello, world. It is Tuesday, January 30th, 2024, and looking out the window, it defines it's kind of an overcast day. And looking at the weather this morning, we're supposed to be having highs in the mid 30s today and kind of a wintry mix with some possibilities of some freezing rain, perhaps, about mid morning. So if you go out today, be very careful. The devotion for today is entitled Watch Your Mouth by Chris Marichuk. Chris bases the devotion upon James chapter 3, verse 8 through 9, the inclusive Bible. No one can tame the tongue. We use it to say, Praise be our God and Creator. Then we use it to curse each other, we who are created in the image of God. And then Chris writes, Dad, I have to tell you something, my child said cautiously. Yes, honey, what is it? I know some bad words. I was interested to know what words he thought were bad, so we worked our way through the alphabet. Afterwards, he asked, Why do kids say those words? I think they just want to sound like grown-ups, but that's not how grown-ups talk, right, Dad? That's right, sweetie. I love you. Good night. I got a little misty, marking the childhood milestone of curse word acquisition, but it also made me think that I need to be more careful about what I say. Honestly, I'm not too worried about the kind of bad words my child listed. What I wanted him to learn is the power of words to affirm, encourage, and build up a person, and the power of words to demonize, dehumanize, and tear down. I need to model that for my child. This is where the author of James calls me out and where my child's question calls me in. Years ago, a friend observed that I could seemingly find something bad to say about anyone. It stung because it was true. Being a parent makes me want to change that in myself so that I do not pass it on to my child. If he hears me cutting down and tearing up others, how could he take me seriously when I chide him for gossiping or putting others down? And how can he trust that my sweet words are sincere and that my bitter words won't be directed at him? Maybe I can't tame my tongue completely, but for my child's sake, I'll watch my mouth. Amen. A couple things this devotion reminded me of is to be careful about how we talk about other people in front of other people. um, we should use our words to build people up. And I guess that old adage, if you can't say something nice, don't say something at all, may apply. Um, because everyone is a human being, fallible human being, and they may do some awful, horrible things. But that's no reason to continue to spread around what they've been doing. And I guess part of me wants to try to understand what's compelling them to behave that way. Sometimes it's some sort of mental illness or mental deficit or emotional strain or something wrong that they can't necessarily control by themselves, or perhaps not without at least having some sort of therapist to work through those kinds of issues and become better people. But certainly when other people are tearing someone down, I think it's important for us to come to defense and call them out on it, just as Chris's friend called him out on being able to find something bad to say about anyone, that sort of thing. As far as cursing goes, I'll leave that up to you. I don't know that it's necessarily good nor bad. It's a way of expressing oneself, but it is certainly bad if it's used to negate someone else, to demean them or belittle them. That is not, to me, acceptable or a good use of language skills. We should be trying to build community, and I know that's so hard, especially now because we're in such a divisive time, or divisive time if you're English. Anyway, those are my thoughts for today. Yours may be different. And like I said, if you do go out today, be really careful because it's supposed to be a wintry mix on and off for most of the day with some possibility of freezing rain about midday. So be careful, and hope to talk to you soon.